Alright guys, this video is going to be something that I thought would never happen, at least not to me. This video is going to talk about one specific overlooked, not really a loophole, but overlooked fact in Texas state gun laws that I did not know about, and that's saying something because I pride myself on knowing laws and knowing the extent of laws, and I exercise my rights to every inch of the extent that I can within the law. So I didn't know I could do this, and one of my buddies told me, and I didn't believe his ass, but I looked it up, and I am here to publicize it, and hopefully if you're one of my subscribers or something, I would, especially if you live in Texas, or if you don't live in Texas, I would encourage you to look up this fact in your own state and make your own video on it. I would really appreciate that, just to kind of publicize this fact that I didn't know, and I don't think a lot of people know this. It's a common misconception that you must be 21 years or older to own a handgun. I want you guys to pay very close attention to my wording in this video, because the wording is very important and it's what confuses the heck out of a lot of people. So I'm going to read the statement. I have copies, this is pages out of the Texas State Penal Code. I have tons and tons and tons of paperwork and forms and all this. I'm not going to make you guys read this. This is a different penal code that I have printed out. I carry these. This book is laminated, and I'm fixing to put these pages in here. And it's just exact references to Texas state penal codes, because I follow the law so close to the edge. And I push the limits of my rights to the furthest extent that I legally can. I don't care. I don't care who I tick off right now, because any good police officer that does know the law is going to know that most don't. So most police officers do not know the law. I actually, in doing research on this, I promise I'll get to the point here in a second. In doing research on this, I contacted the ATF, and there's people at the ATF that do not know gun laws. Do your own homework, and if you do follow after my example here, I recommend you finding this and printing out the exact references out of the Texas State Penal Code and carrying them with you, because I think it might keep you out of handcuffs one day if you get pulled over or something, or something happens, and I think it would be, at least in my case, very helpful. I'm going to say, officer, I have a copy of the Texas State Penal Code sitting in my glove box. Would you mind if I grabbed that and referenced it for you real quick? He might think I'm a prick and arrest me anyways, but oh well. So, here is what I'm talking about. Texas State Penal Code, section number, whatever it is, 478.99, subsection B, sale or deliveries to underage persons. A licensed importer, a licensed manufacturer, licensed dealer, or licensed collector, that's all it lists there, shall not sell or deliver, 1, any firearm or ammunition, 2, any individual who the importer, manufacturer, dealer, or collector knows or has reasonable cause to believe is less than 18 years of age. And if the firearm or ammunition is other than a shotgun or rifle or ammunition for a shotgun or rifle, to any individual who the importer, manufacturer, dealer, or collector knows or has reasonable cause to believe is less than 21 years of age. And it goes on to other stuff. I'm not going to read the whole penal code, because you guys would shut down my video and I'd probably get booted off of YouTube. But pay attention to that one section right there where it talks about the age for handgun. Keep in mind the title of this. This is sell or delivery to underage persons. Who this section is talking to is what's important. I'm going to read it again. A licensed importer, licensed manufacturer, licensed dealer, or licensed collector shall not sell or deliver blah blah blah. Did you hear Joe Blow down the street? Did you hear Austin Brooks, YouTuber? Did you hear my mom or my dad? Did you hear Uncle Tommy? Did you hear Justin, the hick down the street? No, you didn't. This does not pertain to individual sale of firearms or the gift of a firearm. Now, we're going to skip a couple pages and read the section, and I will cite it, and I will see if I can get it on the video, that everybody, most law enforcement officers, and I can testify at least one agent of the ATF, I really wish I would have caught that guy's name, do not know, do not reference, and will not tell you. Make sure I get all these numbers right. Texas State Penal Code 478.103, subsection B, Article 3. Federal law prohibits, except in certain limited circumstances, anyone under 18 years of age knowingly possessing a handgun, or any person from transferring a handgun to a person under 18, not 21. This, reread the important parts there, or any person. Any one person under 18. This is talking about Joe Blow down the street. This is talking about you. This is talking about Justin the Hick. Yes, sir. Those are pretty much the, let me see if I can get that on the video. This is a printout, but this is exact printouts of current ATF. Right now, I do not hold any liability for you listening to anything I say. I cited the article numbers. I'm fixing to put it up on the screen. Go look it up yourself. Let's see if I can get this. I've got it squared out here. Most important part. No, it won't focus. But you get the gist. Let's see. There's the section again. 478.103, I think. Double check. 478.103 of the Texas Penal Code. I am not sure. I do not know. I have not researched other states' laws. So if you do not live in Texas, this may or may not apply to you. I don't know. Go look it up yourself. I think I'm with a lot of my subscribers and people that I subscribe to. We do videos for you to go. We want to inspire thought. We don't want to tell you everything. Texas, I'm giving information to 1/50th of citizens of the United States. This doesn't even apply if you don't live in the United States. Go look it up yourself. So, here is the end verdict if you live in Texas, my interpretation of this law, and what I have done. Justin, can you go get my 45? Yes, sir. My Taurus, not my Colt. The one with the thing on it, yeah. In the state of Texas, an individual 18 years and older can purchase a handgun from another individual, not a licensed dealer, but an individual, at 18, not 21. I'm going to put a warning right here. There is a thing called a straw purchase that will put you in prison for a very long time. I can buy a gun from Joe Blow. He's had a gun for a couple years. He gets a new one. He wants to sell his gun. I can buy his handgun from him. I cannot give my money to Joe Blow and go have him buy me a handgun. That is a straw purchase and will land you in prison for a very long time. Do not do that. It's not worth the risk. If you live in Texas, go on texasguntraders.com. That's my recommendation. You can find anything you want. Might take you a few weeks for something to post something.
What fucking key is it?
That one. The second scenario that you can do is you can have a parent. It doesn't even have to be a parent. You can have any individual can gift you a firearm at 18. Now, I keep saying firearm. I'm talking about handguns. Any individual can give you a handgun at 18. Once again, individual, not licensed dealer. I'm just going to throw this in this example right here. See if I can do this without giving you guys too much information. This is my driver's license. That is my birth date, 11/16/1991. I am 19 years old. I live in the state of Texas. This is my .45 caliber handgun. I legally own this. There is nothing wrong with me owning this. I have this in my truck and on me at all times. Strike that. Not at all times, because there's another thing. At 18, you cannot get a concealed carry permit. So you cannot carry a handgun as a concealed carry weapon. In the state of Texas, there is the castle law, and a vehicle is an extension of your home. So I carry this in my truck every day. If I get out of my truck, it stays in my truck, unless I'm going on personal property that I have the permission of the owner of that property to carry. Basically, if I'm going over to my friend's house, they all know my .45 is in my pocket and they don't have a problem with that. If I go into Walmart, gun stays in my truck. If I get out to go anywhere, it has to stay in my truck. Especially school. I am a student. That's another thing. If you are a student, right now there's a bill going on for it, but currently, as of this date, February 21st, 2011, you cannot carry a firearm on a college campus. So that means when I get in my truck in the morning to go to college, my gun has to stay home. It cannot even be, that's across the board, even if you have a concealed carry. You cannot have a firearm on a college campus. There is a bill on that. If you live in Texas, look up that bill. I am a strong believer in the Second Amendment, and I think all these freaking school shootings wouldn't happen. Or if they did happen, they would end a lot quicker. If, not me, I'm 18, I understand that. But if concealed carry, which is me in a year and a half, if concealed carries were allowed to carry on school campuses, I think they might still happen, but I think they would be resolved a lot quicker. Because I tell you what, UT, I've got family that goes to UT. If I was down there when that shooting happened and I was allowed to have my firearm, wouldn't have happened. So I'll give my 2 cents as the ending of this video. Completely irrelevant, but now I got on the topic. UT, Columbine, can't say anything about that because that was a high school, totally different thing. Any college shooting, you want to blame somebody, you don't blame the gun owners. You blame the bureaucratic, democratic, communist, socialist, whatever the hell you want to call them, people that want to control our gun rights. Because I tell you right now, you may not like me, but if I was there at any of those, the situation would have ended. But I'm not allowed to carry my gun. So thankfully I wasn't there because I'd probably be dead. So that's my 2 cents. I hope this helps somebody out. I hope this message gets to someone that's 17, 18, got there, because this message didn't get to me until I was 19, so I wasted a year of my life not owning a firearm, or not owning a handgun. I get tons of rifles. God bless. Y'all have a great day, and I hope this message helps somebody out. See y'all later.